Welcome, this is Nathan and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at episode 24 of Water Civilization Restarted. So, continuing on from last time, we saw the Great Depression start as the turquoise team is on the collapse. I'm going to continue seeing that collapse as they are going to start really collapsing in this video. A lot of countries unionized in that video as well, and we're also going to see expanding from countries, even though it's the Great Depression. So let's go ahead and dig into this. So the first thing we have happening is the pink team going on a mission. Said mission is to get access to the Black Sea, because if they do, that would be great for their economy, and also the pink team's kind of reclaiming what they once were. Obviously, they're never going to be what they once were. They expanded like up to here. But they will be invading this purpley country. To be honest, I remember where they came from, but I don't really know what they've done. In fact, they've done nothing. And they will fall to the pink team expanding into them. And this country will what the? I've never had that happen. The country will fall relatively easily. And the pink team will fully annex it. Didn't mean to do that. And the pink team now will continue expanding as they take over this whole country, which the only reason they did it was because it was a threat to their capital. But also they were once part of what was the pink team empire, which is slowly reforming as we speak. Their next target, soon, will be the Union up here, but right now they're not going to do that. And why? Well, because they're assimilating all this land. Now, the pink team knows of the Great Depression, but the Great Depression's not at its peak. So the people are okay with this, but we're going to enter into what's going to happen, which is going to ruin the turquoise team. They make another decision, and that decision is to switch the currency of their country. This is a completely idiotic move, and the turquoise team will completely collapse. The economy goes right down to the bottom, and the red team will take the throne again as the number one country. Right behind them, chocolate team. Third would go to the pink team. Fourth, lime team. Fifth, the khaki team. Actually, forget that. Fourth would probably be, I'm actually going to put fourth as Korea and fifth as the lime team. But the turquoise team will completely collapse into a bunch of different countries. So let's take a look at that. And just like that, the turquoise team's empire is now over. The strongest country throughout this entire series, except from like the beginning of the red team, has just met its end. By the way, is this the color of the captain? No, it's not. There we go. So, we have a bunch of new teams being released. Every single different area down here, was like divisions. So, these are all like provinces, colonies. I don't know what you call it because it was a colony. But we have all these being just spit out into a bunch of really weak countries. I think the weakest is definitely Borneo because this area's been kind of assimilated. But anyway, all these guys' capitals is just going to be wherever I feel like. There's no real placement. Heading over here, we have a new purple team. A new dark blue team. We have what I'm going to call Tibet from now on. And Pakistan. So Asia now looks colourful. That may change in the next few episodes because, well, the Great Depression is now at its peak. It is now what it's going to be at for the rest of episode 24, 25, and it will end in 26. It will still be affecting the world, but it won't be like making countries have to unite. And we're gonna kind of see that with these four by here. They're all extremely weak, except for maybe this green team, but they're all weak. Their economies are crippling, and this blue team especially. The pink team really destroyed them, and the Great Depression is not helping. But all four of these countries are hurting. But the only issue is, if we look at this, the green team's part of the Triangle Alliance. What are they going to do about that? Well, simple. They just break ties with the... Well, they don't break ties with the red team. All these countries here don't really have any beef with the red team. In fact, they're all kind of peaceful. The blue team has a grudge against them. You can understand why. Trade routes are useless. Oops. So, the green team will officially leave the Triangle Alliance. And we have a gigantic union being formed. So let's take a look at this. Anyway, all four of these countries are now united, and this is a significant union, definitely one of the biggest countries in the world. And the capital of this team will be in the green team's capital, because it's the most developed out of all four capitals. Now with this, a lot more countries are going to start looking at this and be like, that's not honestly a bad idea. Especially over here, because, it's it's not really united over here, except from, these three. Oh. Gotta select this colour, because I actually drew on the red team. I was actually adding over here because we're over here for a reason. All the countries over here, except from this pinkish one, the three I'm pointing to are going to be these guys. They all have something in common. They have very similar people, that kind of similar economies, and they see uniting as beneficial, because... Did I say economy or currency? If I said economy, I mean currency. Now, this red team over here would love to join it, but they are way too different. They branch off from the yellow team, where these guys kind of do branch off from the yellow team as well, but they're more like Korea and the turquoise team. You know what I mean? So all three of these guys are going to unite to make sure they don't, collapse. And especially this pink team, they are hurting. So let's see this union. So we have a new country over here in Asia. The capital of this team will be the poopy whatever it was team. And as you can see, there is now some very large countries in Asia. And this is kind of a very popular union. Now, I don't see any countries joining it. Except for maybe the red team if they, switch up currency and stuff. Anyway, there will be no more unions, because, well... It's kind of spreading out, if you get what I mean, because the turquoise team was really supplying Asia. But now that that's happened, Asia's kind of, downwards. Whereas Asia, Europe and Africa, they're feeling it, but not feeling it to the points where they start to unite. But it promised me in episode 25, Europe will feel all the effects of the Great Depression. But we're going to talk about Finland, who just got a new leader who wants to do this glory that Finland wanted to do, which is take over all of Russia, which is left. So, that glory is kind of going to have to be held, because, well, this bright orange team is gigantic. So instead, they'll invade and, well, sadly, annex this entire team over here. And that was kind of like unnoticed by countries because it's not very strong. Now they're looking down to the Norwegian country who is shaking for their life. So what's the best option to do? Oh, you know what they're going to do. They're going to go into circles. So, we have them officially join the Circle Alliance, blocking Finland off from further. What is happening over here? I have to fix this map at some point, but I'm too lazy to. As you can see, the Circle Alliance is really showing to be, like, no joke. It's made up of the Chocolate Team, the Burgundy Team, the Baby Blue Team, the Polish Team, and the Norwegian Team. Well, Norway, Sweden, I guess. It's no joke. You don't want to mess with it. Otherwise, you're messing with number 2 and number 5? You know, I don't know. But, like, most of these are top 10 or top 15 powers. The weakest might be the Baby Blue Team, but they're a colonizing power, so don't really think they are weak. In fact, now that Turquoise Team's dead, should we do rankings? Red Team, number 1. Going to number 2 will be the good old Chocolate Team. Number 3, the Pink Team. I mean, shocking. Not really. The Great Depression has really killed off a lot of, like, big powers. Number 4 will go over to Korea. The second strongest, well, actually, never mind. A lot of powers come from Asia this time. Strange, isn't it? 5th will be handed over to the Lion Team. They've developed a lot and are very powerful. 6th, Khaki Team. 7th, Burgundy Team. 8th, the Baby Blue Team. 9th, the Polish Team. I don't really know what to call them. And number 10, not gonna lie, there's kind of a massive gap after number 9. And when you know who would take number 10, the remains of the Turquoise Team is nothing, really. Oh, well, I forgot about that. I'm gonna, don't call me crazy here, but I'm gonna put Japan at number 10. Now, overranking there, maybe, but I don't really think so. But anyway, we are going to take a look at the event I said we'll be taking a look at. It's going to be the Pink Team invading the Union I was on about. The Union united against the Pink Team, but really, the two countries that united were really weak. If they maybe got the Bright Orange Team to join them, they might have had a chance. But the Pink Team will invade them, but this is going to be kind of like, the people are just going to be like, what are you doing? The Pink Team says, reclaiming our old land. But as they begin to invade and take the capital of the Union country, whatever this colour is, poopy green, I don't know. It's clear that, the Pink Team should really stop. The Great Depression is really affecting them now, and if they continue, they're gonna maybe shatter. The same can be said for the Red Team. The Red Team is, I think, at its peak. Or, if it's not, then it's definitely up there. But the Red Team is kind of experiencing also a collapse from this event. Now, not a collapse like they're gonna explode like the Turquoise Team. If the Red Team collapse, let's just say the world might collapse, because the Red Team is now the biggest exporter. The Chocolate Team is also one of the biggest exporters. And shockingly enough, the Khaki Team is also one of them. Now, if we're talking about little countries, Asia, fuck, why am I doing that? Europe has a lot of little countries. There's the Cyan Team, these 3 guys, although they hate each other. You have the remains of the Green Team, who is just crying themselves to sleep. These 2, and that's kind of it. It's kind of big, actually, not going to even lie. They are scared to death of the Pink Team, but the Pink Team says for now, until further notice of the Great Depression, they will not be expanding. Maybe. The government's eyeing up this little Lion Team over here. This orange team, they collapse. Yeah, it didn't last long, so, the yellow team doesn't want the land back, and I don't know why I selected them. They fully collapse, so instead, this little country down here, they're not strong enough to take it over. So instead, we have the purple team quickly jumping over and just saying, yum yum. And they collapse because of the Great Depression. And this purple team is big, but they're not powerful. They're nearly as big as the green team, but again, they're not powerful. They own really it's undeveloped land, and even in real life. 1 second. Anyway, continuing on. The Americas. This should be more filled in. We're in episode 24. World War I just ended, like, episode 21. The Americas should basically be fully colonized at this point, and Australia should be colonized. So, let's, fix that. Let me just do this. So, as we can see, the baby blue team and the chocolate team took the most land. And up here it was left. That's because the chocolate team was kind of too lazy, and also they ran out of resources. But after a while, the chocolate team will basically colonize everything up here. These islands will be split up in a minute, because I need to split up between the purple and chocolate team, but I need to just quickly do this. I don't know why it does this with some of the colours. I don't like it. Anyway, the islands, the purple and chocolate team just kind of agreed to split up. I mean, they're frozen, so I don't think they would honestly even care too much if somebody took what they wanted. Because they're frozen. For like the amount of time they're frozen. But this is what we have been agreed on. They split up the islands like this. And that will fully complete North America. Now, South America, however, is going to be more confusing. Because, well, there's only 2 countries here for now. The baby blue team and another country I will not say the name of. The colour of will also be heading over here. They're kind of... The yellow team in Africa, they don't want it anymore. They took it, but they decided they don't want it. So after a while, the yellowish team will just give up on their colony and just hand it over to the burgundy team. They don't hand it over, the burgundy team buys it. But anyway, we are now going to see how South America will be divided up. So, here's what South America looks like. The burgundy team is just taking over most of this. That's why they didn't really bother over here. The purple team wasn't going to be on this continent, but I decided to be on it because their empire is kind of like in a circle, really. But anyway, what's the mystery country that's going to be in going over to the Americas? You guessed it, the khaki team. The khaki team will take the rest of this land, being the first time that, well, it's not really gonna take the khaki. What I'm trying to say is basically the khaki team. It was only in Africa and Asia, but now it's in South America. Now we head over to Oceania and also Asia, which need to be filled in, because, well, they need to be filled in. So, Korea will take over the rest of the Philippines. And we'll now jump down into some of these, Indonesian islands. I might just sink some of these because I'm not filling in all of this. You made this recording hell. Because I'm trying to record the video thinking of what to do next. And all I hear is... Okay, ignore that. Sorry about that. I'm recording. I'm very sorry about that. So, this is Oceania divided. Korea jumped down, took the rest of the Philippines, and jumped down here, like you saw on the recording. I'm so sorry about that. Japan, surprisingly, jumped down and took New Guinea. But, specifically, we had the khaki, chocolate, and baby blue team all end up over here. New Zealand was taken by the baby blue team, and the rest of it you can kind of see. Anyway, this is all that's left to be divided up. Issue is, most of these countries are not strong enough to take this over. Korea, they're fine, they can do this. The Great Depression is limiting this greatly, and Korea kind of knows that, but they also don't care about the Great Depression, because, well, it's hurting their economy, you know, but they're a top 5 power. So, we have Korea taking over some of this area. Japan won't, because Japan's hurting. They just took this, but they're hurting. But we'll have all these countries end up coming together to unite, to take over what is left of the world. As I think it should be time now the world is fully colonized. So, the Green Team Union... the Green Team Union will just take what it wants and then just leave. The Green Team Union will take all of this and they'll be out. Okay, actually, I need to... Wow, that I did not expect. Again, I don't know why it does it with some of these colours. Right, there we go. The rest of, the land over here will go over to whatever colour this is. Reddish pink, I don't know. And now we have the most challenging division. We have the bright-orange team, the pink team, and these two. These two will do their stuff. This little lime team will push up and take all of this. The red team will take whatever remains, but it's going to hurt them to do it. And now we have this, which has been debated between the bright-orange team and the pink team. The pink team wants all of it, but the bright-orange team wants more access to the Arctic. The pink team wants access to the Arctic, but that won't happen. So, they come together in the pink team capital and will agree to split up something like this. Now, you will notice that the pink team still got what they wanted. They still got access to the Arctic, although it's barely anything. So, they divide it up, and after that will officially conquer the world. There is no more land you can take over. The world is full. If you want more land, you're gonna have to invade. That's tough for every country here. So if they want more land, they're gonna have to invade. As we can see, the countries with the most land definitely goes to the chocolate team, as they own land in every single continent except from Asia and South America. I'll say next would probably be the baby blue team, as they own all of this chunk of Africa. They own land in South America, North America, and Oceania. Next, I would probably hand it over to the burgundy team, even though they only own this. That's because the khaki team... Oh, and this. That's only because the khaki team... They're only in 3-4 continents, but they don't own massive chunks of land. Sure, they're massive, but this alone is probably massive. Safe to say the chocolate team is easily the biggest country in history right now. Maybe not. I think that's maybe the Turkish team at its height was, but I think this is actually the biggest empire. Smallest empire would have to be the poor little purple team. You can't, this isn't an empire, this is just an exclave. Actually, the final one for this video, with this being sold, Iceland just can't hold on to it. And this is because of the Great Depression, so they will sell over to the purple team because of their economy. So that will finish this video off. After the Great Depression ends in episode 26, episode 27 will be a major one, and you know what that is, World War II. So I really enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.